We have exactly
Putting
0 listeners.
Bacon and
Right now.
cabbage.
And we are the Jeeplife podcast for anyone that might be joining us.
Normally it's you and Don alone.
I know.
Usually I'm not the... It's usually not me and you.
Give me another one of those.
Check 1 2 1 2.
Yep, you're talking just fine. Making some noise.
Yep. Lots of noise.
Um,
Dude, head over to our YouTube channel and subscribe because it helps us out. Did you know that? A lot.
I've heard that. I have heard that. Hello to whoever just joined us. We're the Jeep Life Podcast. We're starting to get some steam there. What's up, Mark? How you doing? I like that people are also using YouTube for the lives. Mike.
Helps us out a whole lot more.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. I like both.
Watch on the YouTubes.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Oh, actually, I can see it in the video. I'm taking up less space.
Oh.
Huh, how about that?
Interesting.
Yo, Dave. Yeah, empty seat tonight. Dr. Don had some last-minute things come up, and so we fired him. Not really. We'll keep him around.
We're thinking about it.
Yeah, we're thinking about it.
No, we miss him.
Yeah, we do. He's good.
We wish he was here, but he has to take care of things.
Yeah. And Don usually does a real nice job of keeping this segment flowing, and then he, surfs the web
Falls apart.
during the show. I don't know what to do. We just sit here and talk about the. Dude, I'm not a fan of the rain.
No. It was like on and off and weird today. So I woke up, got my grass mowed.
Yeah, I saw that. It looks good.
And then I raked all the clippings up because it was ridiculous.
What's up, Kristen?
And
Will?
then, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I cleaned out my grandmother's car because she's getting a new one.
Oh, is she?
Her lease is up.
Yeah.
One of those deals.
That's the thing.
And then I worked on the truck.
Joy. Yeah.
Got 3 out of the last 4 bolts out, which is a good thing.
Yeah, that is a good thing. Jason, hey, how's it going? Troy, good to see you on here. Colby, good to see you, man. Yeah, we're just hanging out. We are missing.
There was a lot of cursing that was going on.
Oh, I bet. Is that you have one still left in, right? Well, we're not talking about that.
We're not going to talk about that at all.
I'm cool with that. What's up, Neil? Good to see you this weekend. We'll talk a little more about that. Oh, now let's go over here and do this number. All right,
Probably do that.
yeah,
good
probably
idea.
should do that. Before we get rolling, hey, somebody
Share it out.
Yeah, share it out, everybody. But somebody did contact me this past week. Hey, man, and then one of our listeners. Hey, man, what's the discount code for insert partner here? It's on all of our show notes. If you need to know, it's on all of our show notes.
And I copy it every single time.
Every time I copy it straight off. Yep. But let's talk about some of those discount codes. Our good friends at Armorlight, which you hear it here right now.
Right now.
As of right now, October 2nd, next week, we are going to have Dave and Kale from Armorlight on the show.
Awesome. Can't wait.
Yeah. Those are cool dudes. I'm hoping to dig into Kale's background a little bit. Because Kale's a celebrity. I don't know if you know this.
Wow.
Kale is a celebrity. So I'm gonna really dig in on that. I know, but I'm gonna dig in on it a little bit. Sammy. But Armorlight discount code 10% off Jeep Life Podcast 10. And if you don't have their flooring in your Jeep, you are missing out. I know that they started taking pre-orders for LJs and TJs recently at the end of the summer. So that should be ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
I
I'm
think
waiting for mine.
the back end for JL and will come out soon. Following that, so it's hey Bree, what are you doing? Still awake? Don't you have school? What's up, Jerry? So Armorlight, do it. Power tank. Get that power tank. I use mine.
So the power's out at AOAA.
Yeah, it was out. When that happens.
So what'd you have to use?
Yeah, I had to use power tank.
Yep. Because your junky old compressor couldn't keep up.
Oh, dude, I felt so bad for people. I saw them with these little bitty tiny compressors. And
like 5 minutes at a time per tire. That's 25 minutes.
Probably more.
Yeah.
But it
overheats too.
You gotta. They have they have
emergency shutoffs because they overheat.
Yeah, I just felt bad. You're better off hooking up a hose and going.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then you get all lightheaded.
So, Jeep Life Pod 15. I used mine the other day because I needed to blow something out. So I got out my power tank. I got out my master blaster.
Blow something out, blow something up, blow something
all
around.
Those things.
It doesn't matter. Blow out the garage, blow out the Jeep.
Yep.
It works for everything. Cool off.
Yeah. Jeep Life Pod 15 is their 15% off of a full system. I need to take advantage of that and order some stuff myself. Pypes has free shipping. Cold Case has free shipping, and both of those codes are Jeep Life. Man, I get compliments all the time about the way my Jeep sounds. I love it. That Pypes makes all the difference.
Yeah, it does, man.
And, somebody asked me the other day, how hard is it to do it? And I was like, well, my kid, when she was 13, did it. So it can't be that hard. The hardest part is taking the old one off. So make sure to get out there. Go check out their YouTube channel, too, because they actually feature me as a featured customer. That's pretty cool. But if you want to hear,
it's pretty sweet.
It was a cool video.
Cool segment.
Yeah. But if you want to hear how the pipe sounds, put some headphones on and listen to that bad boy. It's awesome. Off-camber lighting. I think I got an update this past week that their discount has gotten way steeper.
Whoa.
For our listeners.
Wow.
For our listeners. Off-camber lighting. 20% discount using
what?
20. No, it's 20 on here. I think it was 50%.
What?
Yeah.
Wicka, what?
If when you put it in and it says 20%, okay. But I think I heard from the big guy himself 50%. So I'm going to put it out there 50% using Jeep Life Pod as your discount code. And those lights, those pin lights, those are awesome. Yeah, go get yourself one. They're pretty amazing. All right. Sammy you won your first place trophy at your show and shine. That's pretty cool. I've never won a trophy. They don't even give me participant trophies. I'm useless. All right. Let's give another minute to share out, and then I'm going to hit that button, and we're going to go. We're going to have a great show tonight. I think future guests on the show. Next week is the guys from Armorlight, Dave and Kel. And the following week, Ron Harrington is going to be on the show from Ridgeback Guide Service. And you don't want to miss that. If you're into overlanding at all, or even have an inkling of overlanding, you need to listen to that show. Those are 2 coming up, and we'll talk about some of our events coming up in just a moment. All right. I think we have just seconds. I'm going to hit that button. You ready?
Hold on.
I'm
I'm
holding.
over on Off Camber's
holding.
lighting webpage. Buying some stuff.
I love it.
Well, you told me it was like super good deals. I might as well.
Super good deal. Get it. Yeah, Neil, Ron is great. And I know that I'm going to continue doing his guided rides as time and monies are available. It was enjoyable. It was very enjoyable. And the food was great. Thanks to Go Fox Adventures. That was really good. All right. Can I now?
What is it? What's the
Jeep Life Pod? I think it might be all caps. I'm not sure. It's in the show notes as all caps. I know. I need to hit it.
Yep. It worked.
It did?
It did.
50?
Well, they have some sales going on right now.
Yeah.
Which it takes it down to like 50% off. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Total.
All right, cool. All right. Yeah, he does need that flashing hazard light. He needs to just strap it on the back of the buggy and go. All right, I'm going to hit that button. Well, hello and welcome to the Jeep Life Podcast. We're that podcast where we celebrate that Jeep life and everything that goes along with it. And we are no strangers to getting out there, getting dirty, going to the mall, doing whatever we need to do with our Jeeps.
It's still dirty.
I haven't cleaned mine either,
And
but I didn't even take
broken.
mine out. Mine's still broken. Hey, that voice you hear over there, Breaky Billy.
What up, man? How's
Hey.
it going?
Oh, not bad, man. Not bad. Good to have you in the studio.
I know.
It's just the 2 of us.
It is.
There's
it's
a great
kind of
song
weird
for that.
Yeah.
It is
I don't
weird.
know.
I mean, Jeep and Terry here, holding down the back seat and, doing what I can. These guys provide so much to the show, and I'm just the guy who gets to go along and every once in a while pick the music. Hey, we had a real good time last weekend, and we didn't do a show because we were having too good of a time.
We did a lot of awesome stuff, though.
We did. On our schedule last weekend was our Jeep Club, Jeep Enthusiasts of Eastern Pennsylvania, our fall trail ride. We do 2 of these a year. We're not an off-road club, but a good chunk of us go off-roading a lot. But we're not an off-road club. We're more of a social club. So twice a year we get a chance to go out there and hang out together, and we usually camp while we're up there, which is part of the experience.
We did a lot of camping. I just slept in a bed of a truck.
You did.
I did.
That was really smart.
It was great. Let me tell you.
Yeah, and I know that our friend Jay, friend
Couldn't
of the show,
beat it.
Jason slept in the back of his Jeep.
Yes, he did.
I'm anxious to talk to him and see how that.
He said it
how that
always
went.
goes pretty well.
Does it? Yeah.
Yep.
I did it on the way back from California, so it's not so bad. But we did our trail ride. So we go up on Friday, we camp out, we hang out, adult beverages, campfire.
Lots of adult beverages.
We also get everything set up for the trail ride, which we haven't really done before.
Oh, it was interesting.
It made Saturday so much easier.
Oh my gosh.
But it was while we're doing it, the only thing I can think about is getting back to the campfire
And drinking
and
some beers.
drinking some more, right? But it went great. We got up the next morning. We go to the trail ride.
Yeah, man.
And 120 Jeeps.
It was ridiculous.
It was crazy.
Such a great turnout.
All the guides
Dude.
that were there.
$2,303.68, I think.
Yeah, was raised. Yeah. That's
Ridiculous.
Amazing. Yeah, it's amazing. That's awesome.
I don't know what we're gonna do this year.
I know that's the biggest number we've done from our trail ride.
Crazy, man.
Just do more people.
I know.
Do more people.
We're gonna work on it, yeah.
I want to thank, because we're officers of that club, founders, officers, whatever. But all the people who guided and helped out, from Porzy and his team at AOAA that made everything super smooth. They help us out, then they give us the stuff, and we just run with it.
Yeah.
Super great guys, and we're going to talk a little bit about that in a minute. Dave and his team.
Yep.
But the guides, I wish I had all the names in front of me to thank them individually, but we have guides from Evolution Jeep Alliance, which is, they're a wheeling club. They
really are.
They do it right. Their members are really strong at wheeling and do a good job, and they're also super kind, and they give back to the community, and they volunteer to help us out with our trail ride. So our kudos to EJA and the folks in their club. Super.
Yeah.
We couldn't do it without them.
They have their Recovery for a Cause coming up in the spring too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's a huge event.
Huge.
They
can't wait to do it again too.
A butt ton of money for that.
Yep. I'll probably be guiding for them as well. So if you want to jump into my group, let me know.
Yeah, and if my rig is back to functioning
again,
yeah, we'll get out.
We'll see how it goes.
So Saturday, it was a great day. I personally had the best trail ride day that I've had in 4 years.
Well, that's nice.
It was great. How about you? What?
Yeah.
Reaper. It's like every time you
Did
go out, something new.
So well down in Tennessee, man.
So well.
Yeah.
Well,
let's hear more about your day.
Well,
because mine was a whole load of problems. But I want to hear about your amazing, awesome, great day.
It was great. I had a nice group that were smaller. Normally I do greens.
You didn't even drive, man. You got to sit passenger, which is like, over here. Oh, over here.
Well, I wish that were the case. But yeah, my Jeep is down, so I asked Matt
down.
to
Let's
drive.
rephrase that. It is not 100%.
It is on-road capable.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Great way to put it. Great way to put it.
It is not trail rated right
capable,
now.
Yes.
I should take that badge off for right now.
It's just it needs some work.
It needs some work and
It's
love.
living the breakabilly life.
Oh my God. So my good friend Matt, I grabbed him and I said, "Hey man, do you mind if I jump passenger and you and I guide this
you had a good
event?"
time. And he has a killer rig.
Oh, he does. That diesel.
Beautiful JL diesel Rubicon.
Yeah, Snazberry. All AEV'd out.
It's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. It's a powerful machine.
37.
He said sure.
2.5
Yeah.
JL.
Dude,
AV front, rear. Rock slider engineering. Side steps.
which is wonderful, by the way.
No shit.
Oh my God.
As I'm like climbing through tube work just to slither my way into it.
I know, right? So he said sure, and I asked my friend Dave from Pypes to pull up the rear for me.
You got lots of friends that like to go on trail rides with you. Nobody likes going on trail rides with me.
I know you got your own friends now. So we went out and we hit every hard blue I could come up with.
Heck yeah, man.
I jumped out wherever we started getting into hairy stuff, and I spotted.
Yeah.
And it was one of those things where I don't get to spot that often.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really cool that my experience has given me a lot of confidence now.
Right.
To go out there and spot. And it was great because the comments I got from the people were, your confidence and where to put my tires really made it easy for me to follow. And and it felt good, and so it builds confidence, and I tried to keep metal off of the rocks.
Yeah.
I think it was 90% metal free, which when I go out, it's about 75% metal on.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So maybe I did learn something. But
Yeah.
we had a great time out there. It was a good group. We ate lunch out on the trail. Just good people. It was fun. And thanks to Matt and Dave for pulling up. I know that it was a lot of fun. And we did have 2 XJs in my group. And I literally in the parking lot just looked.
You were
at,
like, my chances of breaking down are tripling, quadrupling. Wait, that's exponentially. I can't handle this.
Yeah, it was like, the number of times I've been out on a trail with an XJ breaking is
You mean all the time?
all the time.
Because it was me.
But
and I broke it constantly.
neither of them broke. I was
They
so
were
excited.
Dude, I saw those when they pulled in. They were pretty stout. Like
Yeah.
they had some good stuff on them.
Yeah, so it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And so I enjoyed it. I know you guys went out and
So we went out, the normal eastern side, and then headed up to Trail 12A,
oh yeah.
which is always a good shakedown. But on my way there, I decided to, shut off like 15 times going out the
Oh geez.
whole road. So I was dealing with some running issues, aka didn't want to run.
Oh.
Map sensor went bad.
Oh no.
Super dumb, super easy.
Yeah.
Basically had an extra one in the truck.
Oh, you did.
Yeah. But you unplug a map sensor, you unplug your catalytic converter O2 sensor number 1, number 2, and it still runs somehow.
It'll run. Yeah.
You just unplug. You just start unplugging stuff.
Fair
Just
enough.
unplug everything,
Yeah.
and it'll keep going.
Yeah. Those 4.0s. Just
Basically, it's like distributor, which gives you ignition.
Yeah.
And
you're now at
a crankshaft position sensor.
You're now at the bare minimum.
Bare minimum. That was it.
Your engine is timed, and it gets spark.
It
Literally.
is so rich. It smells like a go-kart going down the freaking trail.
Yeah.
It's like pouring out gas,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Well, let's talk about the other pouring out gas part.
Yeah.
When did that happen?
To be honest with you, I really don't know. Like, it just
Was it the end of the day or
it throughout the day.
throughout the day?
I think as I went through things, it just started to flex more and more and more, and the crack got bigger and bigger and bigger in my fuel cell. So I have a large crack, probably at this point this big.
Yeah.
It's very thin though. It's just in the seam of the weld.
Yeah, 3 or 4 inches.
Yeah, it's a solid one.
That'll let some fuel out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a hole.
No,
but it
it's
is a
just
crack.
It's
but
a
it's
seam.
Yeah, it's enough
And
to.
it lets it out. It pours out.
If you get a
It smells like gasoline in my yard. I'm actually using it. I'm going to move it around my driveway, and I'm going to use it to kill the grass in my
There you
driveway.
go. Nice, well done.
It is actually awful. Not recommended whatsoever. I have something underneath of it trying to catch as much as possible.
So let's hopefully get that fixed. I think we talked before.
It's
going to
melt all the paint off of it, though.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, you'll just have to sand her down and repaint her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So good luck on that fuel cell. It's always something.
It really is, and like, I don't know, one thing after the next with this thing.
Yeah, but it was such a great day on the trail, and Dave,
it was a fun time.
Yeah, Dave and his people were awesome to get us. But it does take a long time to check in 120 people. It was 120 Jeeps.
120 Jeeps.
It was like 300 people.
275 people or something like that.
Yeah. Which is an awesome day. So
Heck yeah,
our thanks to everybody that came out to the Jeep Enthusiast of Eastern Pennsylvania Trail Ride. That was awesome. And I don't know. Where was it going? Oh yeah, Sunday.
Dude,
Sunday.
the trail cleanup, man.
Yeah, so Quadratec, Treadlightly has partnered together to do a 50 for 50 projects. 50 projects in 50 states over 24 months.
50 trail cleanups.
Trail cleanups.
Or trail
Environmental-
restorations, environmental help, something of the sort.
Yep. I was fortunate enough to be with the very first one out in Cane Creek.
Because you're awesome like that.
in Moab. And
Sorry.
it was cold. But it was great to be out there with our friends from Power Tank, and Steve and Tyler were
Heck yeah,
were there.
man.
But we were number 7. We were the 7th one.
Yeah.
So that's
Which
pretty
was awesome. Hoot, hoot.
Yeah, our club applied for a grant to do a trail cleanup, and you can do that by going to quadratec.com and
Yep.
nominating your state or your particular location, if you will, and tell why. And
I mean, it was kind of a no-brainer.
Yeah, do good things.
Because let's see, we can get how many of our locals
Yep.
to come out to support a great cause.
Yep.
People that obviously always support Quadratec.
Yep.
And, it was a great circle to bring it all the way back around. And, Dave is a great guy. AOAA is amazing.
Yeah.
And
so those two organizations, Treadlightly and Quadratec, they supplied food. They supplied all the trash bags and everything for us. And
little
then
reachers and safety gloves. and
reachers, that was huge. Safety gloves, everything you need. And then our club provided personnel.
Yep.
And we were joined by
EJA.
some really great people from EJA as well.
Yep.
We broke into 3 groups because we knew that
Dave and I.
we had pins that we already scouted out.
Yep.
I know Scott Ammerman was big in this, and Neil Berger, 2 friends of the pod.
Yep.
But there was a eastern location and a western location that were pretty bad, and so we wanted to hit those major ones, and then whatever in between. And then we sent a 3rd group, you and Dave, off to do
No Man's Land.
Things that weren't necessarily covered on those two maps.
2 patio sets, a 55-gallon drum, a whole bunch of grill.
Yeah.
A whole bunch of other stuff. There's going to be a video that comes out on our YouTube page too, showcasing kind of what Dave and I did, and then hopefully I can grab some video off of you.
Yep.
As well.
But we spent better half of a day.
I think it was
cleaning up
5 trailer loads Dave and I did alone.
Yeah, and I know that we filled up 18 cubic yards.
So it was a 16 cubic foot dumpster
Yep.
that we probably filled about 14 of it.
Yep.
And they were going to finish out filling it with other stuff too,
Yep.
but probably about 75 to 80 tires, all kinds of different stuff, scrap metal.
And then a whole another pile of tires to equal that right beside it.
Yep.
I mean, there were 50 plus tires or more.
Yeah, I would say about 75 to 80.
Oh yeah, it was a lot. Oh yeah, because you
I
guys went back out.
I picked up most of them.
Yeah, you guys went back out and pulled in a full pile,
full trailer load of them.
So it was awesome to be able to do that. So it felt good, and then we came back and everybody ate lunch, and we did some raffles.
Which was
Quadratec.
So the lunch was supplied by Quadratec and AOAA.
Yep.
Pretty sure.
Yep.
I know definitely AOAA. Huge shout out to them. They supplied the lunch.
Yeah, and I think Treadlightly.
Yep.
Helped
out
in
with
on
that.
Yep. So
yeah, but the main sponsors was Quadratec, Treadlightly, AOAA. They took care of everything that was supplied, including the dumpster, the food.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. And then, after that, everybody was free to go back out and wheel for a while.
Yeah.
So it was great. Power Tank,
Reaper,
I think, paid for the sandwiches, the hoagies.
Reaper had a boot on it.
Yeah, it was not allowed to go back out.
Allowed back out.
But it was all in all a fantastic.
It was an amazing
weekend.
Amazing.
So here's the moral of the story: find yourself a good club without the drama.
Do good things.
And do good things. If you're in Eastern Pennsylvania, come hang out with our club. But go find a club to do stuff. It was a club weekend. It was a lot of fun, and our thanks to everybody that showed up. Speaking of AOAA, Friday, 2 days ago.
Yeah, rub it in.
Unofficially, it's been open since Memorial Day.
Yes, it has been.
But the mammoth grand opening ribbon cutting ceremony was Friday.
Yes, it was.
Dignitaries came in, and it was a real nice thing. Quadratec got to go, and I got to go as representative of Quadratec. We're doing the press coverage in the off-road industry for that. I know Torque was there. So it was a lot of fun. Dignitaries that were responsible or helped out or got the grants and everything for it. It was almost $10 million in grant money to do this, and it is, without a doubt, the most challenging trail on the East Coast.
One of them, yes.
It is 1.25 miles. You've been on it.
It's the real deal.
It's the real deal.
Yep.
We had, I think, 8 or 9 people come up and demo for us, including the kid who's been the only person to go from start to finish with it. Charlie?
Yep.
You've met Charlie. You know Charlie.
I don't know him. I know who he is.
Yeah.
I've watched him wheel. Very talented.
For his age.
Yeah.
I mean, he's talented, period.
Yeah.
And then factor in
super capable rig, super capable driver.
Yep. And his dad. Yeah. His dad does all of his spotting, which is pretty awesome. But it was, that was an interesting day to go up there and hang out and do that. It was a perfect fall day. It was beautiful. So I was glad to be a part of that. Whew, all right, now we've caught up. We have a mailbag.
Wow.
Yeah. Matt Gorman sent a picture of a Jeep that looks like a Jeep.
Yep.
And it has vertical grill slots, and he was kind of wondering what that is. And I'm going to throw it up on the screen for those people that are watching us live. It has looks like 6 vertical slats in it, and he wanted to know what kind of Jeep this was. And I did some research. Yeah, horizontal. I said vertical, didn't I? Which is what normally they are.
So that is an old, I think it's one of the, is that the Mitsubishi?
No, so this came after the Jeep. It started, it was still in production. The Jeep was still military, but also this started in, I think, the 60s. It was a Ford M151.
That's what
they called it, the Mutt.
Yep.
But it was the predecessor to the Humvee that the military took on. So if you're able to look at it, you can see a very distinctive difference with the front fender flares.
Yep.
So it, even though it resembles the Jeep and was 100% modeled after the Jeep, it isn't a Jeep per se. It is a Ford.
Ford. Yep. It's a Ford.
Which is cool because Ford actually also helped.
They did
produce Jeeps in the beginning.
Yep.
So not that out of. So Matt, thanks for those pictures, and I hope that answers that question. Our good friend Danny Smith, he's a new listener to the podcast. He sent in a picture of his sticker, Jeep Life Podcast sticker, on his rig. Now, here's what I want. If you want a podcast sticker, email us at info@jeeplifepodcast.com. We'll be happy to send one out to you, or see us at a show. We'll be happy to give you one. But I want you to, instead of sending it to us, I want you to tag us on the social medias.
Supposedly it's like raining cats and dogs outside right now.
That's what I've heard. We're here in the safety of the studio. But I've also heard hail.
Marie said hail too.
Oh, I hope I don't go out there and my hood's all janky.
Shit.
I know.
Heard we're getting hail.
No, well, nothing we can do about it now.
Oh, jeez.
We can't control the weather.
Nope, never can, never will.
So thanks, Danny, for sending that in.
Sorry.
I know that was his 2021 Gladiator, so that's cool. That's awesome. All right, we got another email from Nick.
Nick?
Do you have that up?
I'm working on it. Mailbag. Hey, guys. My name is Nick Del
Priori
from Rochester, New York, and I am new to Jeeps. I discovered your podcast on Spotify and really enjoy it. I ordered a 23 Willys Sport 2-door in Sarge Green. Do you have any advice about wheeling a daily driver? Yes, it's so much fun. Do it.
Do it.
It's a great idea. I want to hold off wheeling it for a bit, but who knows how long that's going to last. Could I have some stickers? My address is XXX ... exclamation point $. Thanks, Nick Delpori.
Well, yeah, I'll send out some stickers. Actually, I already have it addressed. I'm ready to go.
Awesome. Cool.
So, wheeling a daily driver. First, Nick, I want you to listen to all of our episodes. Go back and listen. But Bill and I both wheel our daily drivers.
Well, I used to.
You wheel your buggy more.
Yes.
But
Big Red will be back out on the trails probably next year.
Just remember, you have to drive the damn thing home.
Yep.
You have to take
Get
it
the
to work
sticker,
the next day.
Put it on the dash.
Right.
Remember, you got to drive it home.
But get out there and have fun. Get out there now. Don't hold off for a bit.
Absolutely.
Get out there now. Do some fire roads. Do some very easy trails. Don't try to light up the world. And then
Not
get in
worth
with
it.
a Jeep club or with people that do wheel and are experienced and won't take you where you shouldn't be. But I have wheeled a JL Sport stock
to the top of the
street
world.
tires, top of the world in Moab.
Yep.
I've wheeled it all over Moab. So your 23 Willys Sport is going to be way more capable than
Heck
what
yeah.
I took out there. So feel free, go.
Enjoy it.
Get out there and enjoy it. I couldn't encourage that more. Cool. Oh my God, events are coming up. I don't know how many of these I'm going to be able to
Not very many.
get out to, just because.
But next
Life.
weekend is the Fall New Jersey Jeep Invasion in Ocean City, New Jersey.
I might be going.
I'm not going to be going, but yeah.
I did this last year by myself.
Yeah, you did.
So we'll see.
We'll see. And then also it's the Creekside Farm Glow in East Berlin, PA, with Jeremy Rowe doing an acoustic set there, which is going to be awesome.
Yep.
And then October 7th to the 9th is the Bantam. Why can't I talk right now?
It's tough.
Bantam Trailfest 2022. So, yeah, heading out to Butler, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, it's on the other end of the state, but, man, I would love to get out there because the Bantam folks do it right.
Yeah, they do. And then October 22nd is Boo at the Zoo, Creepy Jeep at Cape May Zoo, and that's down in Cape May, New Jersey.
Yep.
It's at the Cape May Zoo, which is always a good time to see those monkeys butlering around.
they are butlering around for sure.
And then November 12th to the 13th is Virginia Beach Jeep Fest down in Virginia Beach.
In Virginia Beach,
Yep.
and that's in Virginia.
In Virginia, at Virginia Beach.
I saw
Fest.
things about it. It looks great. I don't
Looks
know
like a
anything
good
about
time,
it.
Yeah.
I wish I could go to Virginia Beach. That'd be fun.
Yeah, I'm going to be up at AOAA for the Wheel to Heel,
That's another great
which
event.
is by Apex Off-Road, so I'm going to be hanging out up there.
Yeah,
and they have like a shit ton of giveaways, which is
Oh,
awesome.
it's crazy how many giveaways. And that's November 12th as well. So
Yep.
get out there. They're good people. We always say we should have them on the show, and
We're gonna.
we are. All right,
Yeah.
let's do it.
We're going to do it. Work on it.
Let's do it. It's great being here. I know we normally would have a big topic at this point, but we covered a lot of that
Yeah, we did.
in the first half with our trail ride and our Treadlightly cleanup with Quadratec. So I know Don will be back next week. We are going to have in studio guests, so that's big, huge. I know that. Matter of fact, I think Dave was one of our first guests
I think he
on the
really
show.
was, yeah.
Because we've kind of our companies have kind of grown up together,
They really
if
have.
you will, and so we're gonna have Dave and Kale from Armorlight on next week. So if you want to learn more about Kale and his history and some history of the company and how it came along, and then some of the updates on what's coming up in the future of Armorlight, make sure to tune in next Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, Ron Harrington's from Ridgeback Guide Service will be on.
Yep.
We got great stuff coming up.
Lots of awesome stuff.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
We got I want to celebrate this because in the last 2 weeks we've gotten 2 great new Patreon sponsors.
Awesome.
And we appreciate them. I know that Michael has
Heck, we're up to 928 subscribers on YouTube.
oh heck yeah.
That's
Heck
huge.
Yeah.
So if you
That's
haven't,
big.
head over to your YouTube channel, Jeep Life Podcast, and hit that like and subscribe button.
Yep. And our friend Dave, from our friend of the pod,
Yeah.
gave us a Patreon.
Awesome. Thank
He's
you
a
very much.
Rubicon.
Whoa.
Well, both of those, Michael and both
Whoa.
Rubicon sponsors.
Wow.
So we appreciate that.
Thank you very much.
The magic can't happen without that.
Seriously. Really can't.
Where else can people find us?
Head over to our link tree, linktr.ee/Jeeplife Podcast, and that's going to get you hooked up with our Patreon website, our YouTube, our Instagram, all of where you can find us, Apple, Spotify, everywhere. But make sure you hit that like and subscribe button on YouTube. Make sure you hit that follow button on the Facebook pages, and also on the Instagrams, Jeep Life Pod.
Oh, yeah.
Heck
all those
yeah.
things. All those things. Everybody, thanks for hanging out with us tonight. I miss Don.
I know.
So for Don, Dr. Don, Break It Billy, Jeep and Terry here. Here's a big Jeep wave to you, everybody. All right.
Heck yeah.
Cool. Thanks for everybody for hanging out. Thank God Christine is a first-timer here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Did I miss anybody in here?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I tried to get everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But thanks to everybody that that tuned in and watched with us. No, Mike, you rock. It's been a great night. We're going to get out of here. It's been a long weekend.
It really has been.
I need some rest.
I got to go put a truck back together.
Yeah, you do. I get here, you're in the garage. I leave,
Always.
You're going to be in the garage.
Yep.
Cool. I'll talk to you soon next Sunday.
Yep.
See you, everybody.